Hello, hello. Can anybody hear me? I think we're having technical issues. Technical issues suck, by the way. Hey, Snoop. Somebody drop me a note. Can you guys hear any of this? Anyone? Anyone? Can you guys hear me or not? Yeah, you can. Okay. Bam's having issues also. Let's see if we got Bam back.
Jello?
Nope, I can see you, but I can't hear you.
What about anybody else? Can they hear me?
Here, stay right there. Don't leave. Let me try something, all right?
Hi, Melissa. Can you hear me? Ha! I knew it was him all along. He always tells me it's me. It's never me. It's always him. I think he does that just to fuck with me. See, they can hear me. It's you, not me.
Okay, so they can hear you. So you can hear both of us. Is that right? I just can't hear Bam. Is that what I'm understanding?
See, it's you. You're broken.
Man, it's so freaking weird.
You're weird.
Manny.
Well, how's this going to work if we can't talk to each other? Huh? How's that going to work? He's whispering sweet nothings to me.
Testing, testing. Testing, testing.
Test. Test.
Oh, damn. We lost Bam. All right. Well, this ain't working too good tonight. I'm not sure what the heck the issue is. Must be my shades. You know, and last night, Abel was having the same issue. He had to restart his whole system. And it's still not sure what's going on here. Hang on. Let's try him again.
Hello.
All right. I can see you.
Hello.
Still can't hear you.
How's this going to work?
Checking my controls are good.
I'm good. I'm always good.
Your headphones plugged in?
Maybe you need to reboot.
Sorry, guys. We're trying to figure this out. Yeah, let me do this again.
Hey, Fasto. Going to make for an interesting show if the hosts can't talk to each other.
All right.
All right, what?
I reset my mic. I still can't hear Bam. Damn it.
Janet.
Everybody can hear us both. I can't hear you. Can you hear me? Yeah, I just can't hear him. That's going to be a little weird. What everybody can do tonight. Try one thing here. Be right back.
Be right back, he says. Uh-huh. So I watched a new movie tonight. It was Protege, Samuel L. Jackson. And if I remember correctly,
work this out. Keep talking, Bam.
He did not say motherfucker once in this movie. So y'all going to have to watch the movie to see if I'm right or wrong. Well, I can always watch it again, but I did fall asleep because, well, I sleep a lot these days. It was good. It was a really good movie. But anything with Samuel L. Jackson is a good movie. Oh, he left me. Story of my life. They always leave. Oh, well. So yeah, we haven't been on for a while. He's it's his, I know he does. Oh my God, that man does have a sexy voice. I love the way he just says motherfucker. I've never realized how much he actually said it until Snakes on Planes. So I wonder if our fearless leader is rebooting his computer. Yeah, see, he always believes he always says it's your end. I can't hear you. So it's my end works just fine. It's you. Yeah, he always makes me believe it's me. I am drinking Dr. Pepper Zero Sugar. It's actually quite good. If I can get it out of my fuck it can. See? Fuck it. My fuck it can koozie. Oh, it's coming. It's coming, Carl. It's coming. Uh-oh. I think he can hear me. Okay, here we go. Dr. Pepper Zero Sugar. It's actually quite good. They have a cherry flavored one too that's really good, but it's really, really red. Oscar! What's going on there, buddy? So I treated myself the past couple of days. I probably shouldn't have, but I did because my blood sugar's been extremely low. I woke up the past couple of days, my blood sugar's been 85. That is a far cry from what it was when I started. And then I was hanging around like the 130s and the 140s, and then dropped down to the 120s. And then it was like 115. And now for the past week, it's been like 85. So I'm like, I think I can have some pumpkin pie and whipped cream. So I treated myself. Hey, David. It is well, it's around normal for somebody, but I thought it was a little low, so I've been doing I've been dropping my insulin shots a little bit. I was taking like 30 units of insulin every morning, and I dropped to 25, and this morning I dropped to 20. So I'll see what my sugar is going to be tomorrow. Well, it was a slice, yes, but it was, a nice size slice. And then, people always post, this is how we eat pumpkin pie, this tiny little piece of pumpkin pie and a big old wad of whipped cream. That's what I did. But it was a nice slice with a whole wad of whipped cream. So, yeah, it was a treat to myself because, it really sucks that, I can't have sugar. And I love sweets. I mean, who doesn't love a good sweet? Manny, are you with us today?
Yep.
You can hear me?
Such a simple fix. I don't even want to talk about it.
Uh-huh. And I was telling these guys, he always says it's me. It's me. It's me. It's never me. It's always you.
It's like amateur night. That's what happens when you start to do these just once a week. Start to forget the controls.
Uh-huh. It's like riding a bike, Emmanuel.
What's up, everybody? Who do we got in here? Melissa, Danny. How's it going, guys?
Oscar's here.
Oscar, ¿qué pasa? Yeah, so, I just thought we'd get a little update from you, Bam.
Well, I did the update. I don't know where the fuck you were.
You did the update already?
Yeah, I talked about a movie I seen today. Samuel L. Jackson movie. It's his new one.
What they called?
Protege.
Any good?
It was really good.
Yeah.
And, I don't remember hearing him say motherfucker one time in that whole movie.
Get out of here.
I know, right?
It's going to flop. Samuel L. Jackson movie that he doesn't cuss.
I know. It was a really good movie, though. It was good. He didn't have a very big part in it. He had a bunch of little parts.
So it wasn't really a Samuel Jackson movie.
Well, he was in it. So, yeah, it's his movie. Oh, and I smoked a roast tonight.
Any good?
It turned out really good. Hi, Hilda. Yeah, it turned out really good. First time I ever smoked a roast. It turned out really good.
So
buttons.
so buttons. Oscar, your face is looking along slimmer, Bam. Yeah, it is, right? Definite improvement. I had a change of my meds too with the doctor a few days ago.
Yeah, what'd he tell you?
He said the stuff I was taking wasn't working.
Isn't that
Just
it?
like that. It's not working anymore.
Don't
So
you
he
love it when
switched
that happens?
Yeah. So he switched it up, go back in 90 days. Hopefully everything will be back to better than normal.
So,
Melissa, thank you so much.
I seen this. I was flipping through the articles on Facebook, and I copied and posted it to my page. And I just gotta laugh at this. So here you have the Vice President Ho said the images at the border of officers chasing the Haitian refugees reminded
Yeah.
her of times of slavery. Okay,
Oh,
how old is this whore?
You're talking about Maxine Waters.
No. Vice
Kamala
President
said this
Kamala
too?
Harris. Yeah.
Maxine Waters said this yesterday. She said that was worse than the slavery days. Like
I seen that one too. But okay, we all know that Camellia is Jamaican and Indian, but she wants to claim that she's black. Okay, whatever floats your boat. And that her family owns slaves in Jamaica. If I remember correctly, she was born in the States and she never was raised in Jamaica.
Yeah.
So how the hell can this remind her of times of slavery? I mean, how old is this? See you next Tuesday.
You know what? Yeah. Nobody knows what times of slavery were unless you were at the time of slavery.
I mean, slavery was back in the era of Lincoln, and that was the 1800s.
Even most black people, they can't tell you how bad it was because they weren't there.
Yeah.
I'm sure it was horrible.
Oh, I'm sure it was too.
But they can't say
it's got to be deplorable.
Well, Maxine Waters said the same thing. She said what happened there with the horses.
I could believe that she was born back in the 1800s. I mean, have you seen that sourpuss?
Well, yeah, she looks like the animal.
She looks like
from,
death warmed over.
Was that animal from that Alien movie, Predator?
Come on, now you. I think the Predator looks better than Maxine.
Yeah, a bunch of crap over there. So I gave some homework out last night to watch, and I've said it before, watch Outbreak.
I think I've seen that.
Dustin Hoffman, Morgan Freeman is in it.
Dustin Hoffman is a doctor, correct?
Military doctor, yep.
Yep, I've seen it.
Rene Russo, they're chasing a monkey who infected one guy, and then it
Yes, I did see it. Good
everybody.
Movie.
Yeah, definitely. And then we were watching this documentary. I think it's called American Murder. Netflix documentary. A guy who married, got 2 little girls, and then his wife is pregnant with a third. Cute little, beautiful little girls, man. They had to be, I don't know, 3 or 4 years old, something like that. And kills his wife, kills the 2 little girls, just so he can go and run away with his hoe. And it was not her fault. She didn't know.
Who, the hoe?
Yeah. She didn't even know
it's her fault.
Married.
She broke up a marriage. It's her fault.
And she didn't even know. He said they were separated and all this, whatever he said. And he ended up, he killed his wife. I don't recall hearing it. I was so pissed off by it. I don't know how he killed her, but the kids he dumped in some kind of chemical tank out in the desert somewhere at the company where he worked at.
Oh, wow.
It's like, how the hell do you kill these little kids? How do you do that?
Well, I probably, they get under your skin really quick.
Yeah, but if they were like your own flesh and blood, that you would normally protect them from anything, freaking devil,
Flowers in the Attic. You remember that movie, don't you?
I do not actually.
Really?
Yeah.
It started out, it was more so a book, and then they turned it into a movie. But a quick synopsis of it was single mom, 3 kids, 1 boy, 2 girls. The boy was the oldest, and they moved back home to her father's house. And her father was a billionaire, and he was on his deathbed. And the only way she would get any money is if she did not have any children from her first marriage. So her mother was secretly arsenicking the children.
No.
And then the mother started arsenicking the children. And I think the youngest one died, if I remember correctly. And then the day of the wedding, the 2 eldest children escaped the attic and made it downstairs to the wedding or the reception or whatever, and proved that they were there, and she didn't get any money.
That story sounds familiar.
It's a good movie. Yes, it was written by V.C. Andrews. Originally a book. I remember my sister reading the book back in the 70s, I want to say.
Who's in the movie? Anybody good?
Oh, sweet Jesus, I can't remember. It's been so long since I've seen the movies.
Let's look it up here. Here, Flowers in the Attic. There's a 2014 release. Heather Graham, Heather Graham, Ellen Burstyn, Kiernan Shipka, Mason Dye, and some other people I never heard of.
Thought there was another version of it too. I want to say back in the 80s.
Yeah, I think you're right. 87. With the Victoria Tennant, Christy Swanson, Jeb Stewart, Louise Fletcher. I would like Louise Fletcher.
That's
Might have
the
to
one.
check out both of them. Yeah, that's the one.
I remember the one from the 80s. I didn't know they remade it in 2014.
Dang. So watching that documentary last night, and it was the second time I'd seen it. The first time I never finished watching it. It just got me too angry. But
you angry?
Imagine that.
I know, right?
Nice little family, 2 beautiful little freaking girls, man. How do you kill your own little girls over a piece of ass?
Well, there's personally, I just want to throw this out there. There's no ass out there good enough worth killing for.
No, of course not. Even you that hates kids and drives a bus, we'll talk about that later. You wouldn't even kill the kids.
Well, probably not on purpose. Although, I went to Aldi for the first. I went to Aldi's today for the first time in I don't know how many years. Last time I was in an Aldi, I mean, yeah, everything was trash. I mean, it was the worst thing I've ever seen in my life. And here I'm walking through the aisles. And I'm like, oh look, there's Miracle Whip. Oh, wow, they actually sell real Coke here. And I was surprised. It's like Aldi went from like an F to like a B.
Yeah.
And I was actually surprised at some of the food. And my pumpkin pie that I bought today was actually from Aldi's. And I'm like, I was looking at it and I'm like, yeah, it's $3. I mean, and then I'm like, it's a pumpkin pie. It's really hard to fuck up a pumpkin pie. Although I'm sure somebody out there in the world has done it more than once.
So Aldi, that was a place where you had to bring your own bags, right?
Oh yeah, and you still do.
You still do.
And evidently, you got to give them a quarter to get a cart.
What up, Chuck? Oh, and you still got to pay a quarter for the little cart.
Yeah, and I'm digging through my backpack looking for a quarter, and this woman comes over and she goes, "Here, just take my cart, honey." I'm like, good, because I barely carry cash, let alone if I find a quarter in here, it'd be a damn miracle. You'd be surprised at how much crap you start carrying around when you start carrying a bag.
Yeah.
I carry a backpack because, I shove all my crap in there for work. I got a work mask, and then I got my flashlight, and I got to carry several pens, and, oh God, all this crap I got to carry around for work. And it's like, So then my wallet's in there, my car keys. It's like, just fuck it. Just carry a goddamn bag.
The only place Melissa says I've been to Aldi's in Wisconsin, they're all the same. They're all the same. And I remember everyone would go to Aldi's early, and they'd go and try to get the empty boxes from the, once your product comes out of the boxes that are stacked up, they would run to grab those boxes. And there'd people they would have more boxes in their cart than they would groceries.
Yeah. David, you're right. And the time that I put my cart back, there was like 5 other carts there. I could have got, a good $1.50 back if I grabbed the carts. But then I'm like, everybody's like staring at me. And I'm like, the first thing, is this motherfucker that hard up that he's got to steal all these quarters?
Yeah, I did that at the airport. You get $1. I think you got $1 back at the airport.
For those carts? Hell yeah.
At O'Hare. I remember that. I remember collecting them all, and I'd get a couple bucks every time.
I should have just grabbed the carts and got the quarter because, I don't care what they think. Hey, $1's a buck, especially when our gas here is bordering $3.50 a gallon.
Right. Get the quarterback. Back then we'd use the empty. Yeah, exactly. We'd get there early, and everybody'd be fighting for the boxes. It was so funny. I remember I hated that. And then you either had to buy the bag. You could buy bags, right? If you didn't bring a bag.
Oh yeah, they sell paper bags for 8 cents.
Yeah.
Or you could buy one of their reusable bags for $2. Your piano is extremely loud in my ear.
Too loud? Not that loud. It's your ear. It's your headphones.
Well, it is right on my ear,
What were we talking about now? We're talking about Aldi's. I was going to say something, and you just destroyed it.
I'm good for that.
Oh, okay. So you had to buy your own bags or bring your own bags or steal a box or whatever. And I never thought I'd have to mess with that again as long as I never went to Aldi's, right?
Right.
Fast forward to 2000 whatever, Brownsville, Texas. And they implement what they call a bag ban, plastic bag ban. Where those little bags you get at Walmart to put your groceries in.
Yeah, the T-shirt bags.
Outlawed.
Really?
So it was outlawed. However, if you paid $1, you can actually get all the bags you wanted.
Plastic.
So what kind of a ban is that? Yeah. It's like, no, they had to give you paper bag or sell you those reusable sacks and get your own little sack, or what do you call them? I don't know, sack, I guess. Tote bag, whatever.
Well, in Chicago, they charge you 10 cents a bag for a plastic bag.
10 cents each. I guess that's not bad. Here was $1. You can get as many as you needed.
And I was at the I stopped at Target to pick up some stuff one day in Chicago, and as I'm going through the self-checkout line and I'm scanning, and then a question is, and how many bags did you use? Like, what the fuck is this, a survey or something? So I'm like, 0. Yeah. And I shoved my card in there, and some woman comes over and she goes, you stole 5 bags. I'm like, excuse me? She goes, you entered 0. I'm like, yeah, it was a survey. It asked how many bags I used. No, we charge for our bags here. I'm like, what kind of shit is that?
You thief. Hey, $2.25. That's pretty good.
Fucking bag police.
You can actually buy something with that, groceries or whatever. That's pretty good. Just finished watching Trump's rally, and I watch your show and Ray Martinez. We'll see. Oh, cool. Nice. Multitasking.
Yeah.
Good man. 9 carts. Oh, damn. You could do that, make some money off of that.
Yeah, hang out in all these parking lot and, oh, ma'am, I'll take your cart back for you.
Right?
Steal your quarters.
Most of the time, I don't think they care, right? It's a quarter. I love going to all these because the Amish would park their buggy there. And, their KFC biscuits.
The KFC does have good biscuits, providing that they make them from scratch. But they're frozen ones, they suck.
If they're fresh, in other words, probably.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. Church's Chicken makes some pretty good ass biscuits.
Popeyes has really good biscuits.
Popeye Sue. I think I have to overrule you on that one, Melissa. Check out Church's if you haven't. They put that honey little sauce on top, honey butter or whatever. It's actually good. Should have said bite it. Bite it.
Bite what?
So, yeah, bite what exactly?
Hills, bells, and taco shells.
So yeah, I was watching it. There's a series called, I don't know if you guys like watching programs or movies where you have to read the subtitles. I think it's Dutch. It's called Undercover. It's called Undercover.
Undercover
and the main
Angel.
star, the star's name in the show, his name is Ferry. And it's a mob, it's a Dutch mob. It's kind of funny. Up in the Netherlands or wherever they are. And then it's a series. It's only 2 seasons. And it's actually real good. I got hooked on that. So I was binge watching that again today. And it's interesting if you're looking for a bit of a change. You can always change the language and play the English audio, which is dubbed, and it's not bad either. I just prefer to read it. I don't know what I want to watch tonight, though. Any recommendations?
Well, I've been watching House on Amazon. I had no idea that motherfucker is on for 8 years. 8 seasons of House.
House, Dr. House?
Yeah. So I think I'm in season 3 right now. So I've been streaming House. A new season of Sex Education just came out.
What the hell's that?
That's on Netflix.
Wisconsin does it. Wisconsin probably had
Hi, Christina.
Brown's Chicken. And Browns and Church's was almost the same.
Yeah, and I'm thinking more so in the Milwaukee area, not Madison.
Yeah. Christina, hi there. Thanks for joining. Nice to see you.
So Sex Education is really good. If you haven't checked out Sex Education, it's really good. It's got Scully in it from the Mulder. Yeah, Mulder and Scully from
from the X-Files.
Yeah, so Scully's in it. So yeah, check it out. It's really good. Oh yeah, I watched Monk. I used to watch him all the time. Him and his little nurse.
Scully, Gillian Anderson. I think her on the cover of Rolling Stone magazine was the hottest thing ever on the planet. You see that cover? I think I've shown this before.
I don't know. David Duchovny back in the day when he did porn was pretty good.
He did porn?
He started out in porn. Seriously, you did not know that?
Nope. Would it surprise you that it wouldn't interest me? Let's see.
Hey, Richard.
Yeah, see if I can show this image here. I think this was one of the, I don't care. I'm just going to say it. This was one of the sexiest things ever to come out on a magazine cover on the planet. Is this
Watch
the one?
F1 series on Netflix.
Yeah, this
I've
is
heard
the
it'll
one.
make you a race fan.
There you go.
Wait. Where? What? When? Why? How?
That magazine cover.
Is she holding a fucking snake?
No, the swamp creature is holding her. Or trying to grab her.
Yeah, that is Yep, that's Scully, all right.
Oh yes. This was one of the greatest magazine covers of all time. I meant to get me a poster of that. I got to get it. I still got to get it.
Well, I'll tell you, she hasn't changed much. She still pretty much looks like that, so she must have a hell of a plastic surgeon.
Monk was awesome. I think the dude was funny.
Yeah, he was.
What's his name? Tony Shalhoub?
Yep.
We lived in Toma. We were at Fort McCoy. Speaking of, we'll talk about that later. Maybe if we get to here. You said the F1 series on Netflix. I've heard it will make you a race fan. Is that Formula? I like Formula racing. I prefer that over
F1 is Formula One, I believe.
I prefer that over NASCAR. You know, NASCAR, they're just going in an oval for 4 hours or whatever it is.
Well, it depends on how many laps you're doing.
Yeah, well, whatever. It's still going in a circle. I prefer the Formula races. It's a little more exciting. Richard.
Hello, Richard.
How you doing, Rich? Belinda Carlisle video is the hottest, not counting Tawny Katane. Whitesnake, Tawny Katane, and Here I Go Again. Yeah, that's up there, but she didn't come out. She didn't appear enough on that video. Every time they showed her, it was just like a half a second snippet. It's like, ugh. I needed some more screen time with her,
Oh, no, you didn't.
Oh, yeah, I did.
No, you didn't.
Sadly, she passed away recently. She was a beautiful lady.
Recently, it's been at least 6 months.
I don't
Maybe
think
a year
so.
by now.
No way. She just passed away a couple of months ago. You're going to make me look it up now?
It's been a good 4, 5, 6 months.
Oh, you're close. May 7th, she passed away. And she was good in Bachelor Party with Tom Hanks. Anybody see that? I think it was 84, 85. Bachelor Party. If you can find that, that's a funny ass movie too.
Well, Tom Hanks is really funny.
Yeah. Hey, Luis. Bam is back.
Yes, I am back.
Trying to keep him awake. I was getting set up here, and before the show started, he was just yawning.
Well, I haven't been sleeping well. I go to bed at like 9 o'clock, and I have every intention in the world of getting up at 4 o'clock. But for some reason, every fucking morning, I get up at 2 o'clock and I pee. And then I'll go get back in my chair, and I'll lay there, and I'll lay there, and I'll lay there, and I'll lay there, and I can't fall back asleep. So then I get up. I'm like, well, I'll look at the phone. I'm like, okay, well, the alarm's going off in 20 minutes anyway. Let's just get up and start the process of the couple cups of coffee, the bowl of Cheerios, do the blood shit, do the insulin crap, take the pills, and then go to work. So, yeah, I mean, it's a process, but I don't know why every freaking morning I got to get up at 2 o'clock to pee. Why at 2 o'clock? Why can't it be 3 o'clock?
What time?
Or 3:15?
What time do you take your medicine at night? Do you take one at night?
Yeah, I take it at dinner time about 5 o'clock, 5 or 6.
And that's your last pill of the night, of the day?
Yeah.
Take it later. I do mine closer to 8 or 9 o'clock at night, so I'm sleeping over. It doesn't bother me until I got to wake up in the morning.
You think that'll do it, huh?
I think that'll do it.
All right. Well, maybe I'll try it like right up bed, and we'll see.
Try it and give it a couple days to adjust to that. But I think that.
But I guarantee I'm going to be getting up at 2 o'clock in the morning to pee
tonight, Christina. Good night.
Wait, you leaving me already?
He was great in Men in Black.
Who was?
Tommy Lee Jones.
Oh, well, that and Will Smith.
Will Smith.
I like the little dog.
David Duchovny was not in Men in Black, right?
Not that I'm aware of. He may have had a cameo.
Men in Black. Who are you talking about, David? David Smith. Try and let us know the outcome. Try what? Oh, yeah. About your medicine. Do it later. Do it late. Do it. Oh, shoot. You're supposed to get up at what time? At 4?
I get up at 4 so I can do my process so I can be to work by 6:30.
I take it around 8 o'clock.
So you want to hear my first? Did I tell you about day one?
Day one on the bus?
Day one day one on the job, yeah. Did I tell you about day one?
Wait to hear this, guys. Wait to hear this.
I told you about day one.
You told me about day one.
Okay. So day
So,
one.
in case I didn't know, you did pass a test. That
I
test
did.
you were afraid of.
Yeah, I passed my tests and everything. I passed my road test. I passed my knowledge tests and everything.
And for those
And
of you who don't know, we're talking about he's driving a school bus in the morning, early morning.
Yeah.
So he had to take testing and all that stuff.
So I did that on Monday last week, I think it was. And then I would go down Tuesday to get my license because our DMV is closed on Mondays here. So I spent 4 hours there on Tuesday. And then, was it? Okay. So then, I go to work on Tuesday, I do my thing. And then on Wednesday, I come in and I'm hanging out in the break room. And this woman comes in and she yells, "Bam!" Not even looking at my face or anything. She yells it from she's way back behind me. And she's like, "Whenever you are in any building on this facility, you must have a face mask on."
Oh, boy.
Oh, yeah. She's a mask call. And I'm like, oh, I missed that memo. Not to mention that there's nothing on any doors when you walk in saying that we must have one. And she goes, "Well, if you can't take it from your union rep, then I don't know who you're going to believe." I said, "Oh, I was led to believe my union rep was Alex." She goes, "Well, I'm your BR." And I'm like, "Oh, I don't know what that is." And evidently it's my billing representative or some shit. And she started to go on and on and on and on and on. And she goes, "I'll read you the email." I'm like, "Well, I didn't get that memo." And she goes, "Oh, well, you wouldn't have."
I didn't get the memo. Lynn.
And she goes, "Well, you wouldn't have because you weren't here when it was sent out."
Hi, Wendy.
And I'm like, "Then why are you bitching about it?" And then I said, "First of all, you yell at me like your mother. You're my mother. You're not my goddamn mother. Take it down a notch. The proper way is, hey, Bam, if you were unaware, you have to have a face mask on. Don't jump my shit."
That's right. Respect the BAM.
Don't jump my shit. And then I'm sitting here thinking, I'm going to go on. I'm going to yell at this woman. And I'm like, nope, reel yourself in. This is only day one. This is day one. Wait until next week, and then you can be a royal prick. So she goes, "Well, the governor of Illinois." I said, "Oh, that lovely fucking dictator." She goes, "Oh, we don't talk politics at work." She goes, "I don't believe in that." And I turned it over to Bill and I said, "So what do you think of that presidential election?" And she left the building. And I said, "Well, I guess I know how to get rid of that one now."
Oh, that's right. Yeah, you did tell me that part of it.
Oh, she is I really got to watch my mouth around her because if she gets under my skin.
That was your first day on the job.
Yeah, if she gets under my skin the way she has been, I'm going to haul off and call her the C word.
So, oh, yeah. Be careful with that one. Bam's already trying to get fired.
I can't yet. I haven't been there long enough to collect unemployment.
Hey, Wendy. Oh, that's right. Tony was in the Men in Black, wasn't he? That's right. Yeah, you're right. Good call on there. I was wondering, what was he talking about? X-Files? Yeah. Yeah, Tony Shalhoub was on Men in Black. So, first day.
Yeah.
So, you got out there, you picked everybody up in the morning, right?
Well, there was a couple of hiccups.
Uh-oh.
Oh, yeah, there was a couple of hiccups. One, I forgot one little girl. And dispatch is like, "Well, can you go back and get her?" And I'm like, "Well, if I do, it'll put me about 25 minutes behind my schedule." And as it is, these parents already hate me. God, do they hate me. In the mornings, I run late. And at night, when I bring the kids home, I'm like 15 minutes early to drop each kid off.
I'm speeding already.
So they hate me because I'm late in the mornings so they're late to go to work and I'm early to drop them off. They're not home from work yet. So these parents hate me.
So you missed somebody in the morning. Is that what you're saying?
I did miss one little girl, but it kind of worked out in my favor because she wasn't going anyway.
She wasn't going anyway. So you would have went there and they would have told you she's not going?
Yeah. And, these are like kindergarten kids. So, you have to, a parent has to bring them and a parent has to be at the bus stop or you don't release the kid.
Oh, okay.
Now, when they're first graders, completely different story. I don't know what the difference is between a kindergarten and a first grader. But when they're first grade, you can kick
I'm
them
not
right
sure.
off the bus. Yeah, first grade, you can kick them right off the bus. They don't need to have a parent.
Man, I hope we don't read about you in the paper or on Fox News one morning about the little kid that was left on the bus all night long.
Oh, yeah, that's prison time.
That's messed up.
Yeah, if you leave a child on the bus and walk away from that bus, that's prison time.
So, do they train you on any of that? Like, they say, okay, you're parked. Now you got to go back and make sure all the seats are empty. Nobody's under the seats or any of that crap, huh?
Yep, we have to walk the bus. And then there's a little button in the back of the bus that we actually have to push. Otherwise, the horn will start going off. And you got to check under the seats because these kids will crawl under the seat and fall asleep.
There's Tony Shalhoub, Men in Black. Good call, David Smith.
I had no idea that was him. But
I haven't seen that movie in such a long time. Maybe I should.
But now that I look at the eyes, that is him.
Yeah. That might be one I have to revisit. Yeah, so they train you, so you have to. Oh, man, that would suck. Just personally, going home knowing that happened, you're like, oh man, how can I let that happen?
Well, on Friday, my assistant called in sick because her son or somebody was having a grandkid, or it was just born. And so she took the day off, and I rely on her to tell me the names of all these kids.
Yeah.
Because I don't know them yet. I think I know 2 kids. And because we have this tablet, we're supposed to hit the names of each child as it comes on the bus.
Oh, okay.
And then the tablet will route us. So,
really? The tablet routes you?
Yeah, because if you don't have one child, or if one kid, it will bypass that whole complete routing to that child's house and just go on to the next ones, which makes me so early in the evenings. Because I have some kids that I pick up in the mornings, but I don't take home. But on Friday, I had 2 different assistants, and neither one of them knew the children's name. And here I'm not yelling at the kids. They're coming on the bus, and they got the mask over their face. And here you ask the kid that's like 5 years old what their name is, and they're like, Sam. And you're like, what? So you say it louder to get them to say it louder.
Speak up, boy.
Sam. And you're like, what? I asked this poor kid his name like 13 times. I said, take your mask off. Let me see your lips.
Oh, man. So you do have somebody that rides with you for now, I guess.
On certain routes, yes.
Okay.
On special needs routes, you have to have an assistant. And since the route that I was doing last week had a special needs route right after the kindergarten route, I had an assistant. So
And
I pick up 4 kids and I take their ass to Beloit to go to school.
So Melissa's asking, how many kids are you responsible for typically?
My first route is 36 kids. And then the second route I was doing was 4 kids.
I don't know how you do it.
Well, the first route, it's not a bad route.
Knowing you hate kids.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know how you do it with 36 kids in the back.
Well,
and they can't be all quiet and silent the whole time.
Well, and they really are.
Really?
Yeah, because the assistant is like giving them out like books, and they're like looking at books and things. And then after we pick up all the kids, she collects all the books and she goes, where are we going? And they yell, school. And she's like, and what's your bus number? And what's your route number? And what's your bus animal? And how many exits are on this bus? And she goes, and how do you use a fire extinguisher? I mean, she's quizzing these kids. And these kids, I mean, I was impressed. They know. What does sweep mean? or the PULL or whatever, or the push, pull,
Oh yeah,
pass, pull, aim, sweep, side to
pass.
side. Yeah, pass. The
Right.
kids know that.
So for those of you who don't know, when you're gonna use a fire extinguisher, there's an acronym PASS, which is pulls the little ring
Pin.
thing. They'll see the pin, pull the pin, aim, squeeze, and then sweep.
Sweep.
Pass.
And that's
PASS. That's how you use
and
a
that's how
fire
you use a
extinguisher.
fire extinguisher. And these kids know that.
Yeah.
I was blown away. A kindergarten kid knows how to use a fire extinguisher. Can he squeeze the handle? Probably not.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was blown away. And then when we pull up into the school, I'll pick up the intercom and I'll be like, "Ladies and gentlemen, this is your captain speaking." I did this on Friday. I said, "I'd like to thank you for flying the magic carpet this morning. And as always, have a fantabulous weekend."
Oh my goodness.
And then as they were leaving, I'm like, "Goodbye, goodbye now, goodbye, goodbye. Thank you for flying magic carpet. Goodbye, goodbye now. Get off my bus. Goodbye."
Get off my bus. Man, I don't know. I'm thinking a couple of months from now, you're gonna be a big old softie. You're gonna love all these kids.
Yes, they do get rowdy on Friday nights. Oh my God, did they scream? It's like, what do? Put sugar in their mouths all freaking day long?
Well, I hope it keeps going good.
Yeah, I enjoy it.
Man, I posted this article yesterday, I think it was yesterday. Or was it this morning? Little girl on some kind of ride. I don't know where. Some kind of ride where she was not seatbelted in.
I think I read this article
And
or briefly skimmed it.
The ride operators, who were new people, new employees, thought she was seatbelted in. Nobody went to double check any of that, and she freaking fell over 100 feet down into a mine shaft or something. And
yes, I remember that one.
Man, I don't know that I could live with myself knowing that I did that, or it was because of me it caused an accident.
Well,
or
if I leave a kid on a bus and I face 25 years in prison just because I left a kid on a bus, I hope they get some prison time too.
Yeah, and it unfortunately doesn't matter that they're new employees.
Yeah.
Oh man, I can't even imagine. So the trainers or whoever their superiors are, they're the ones who are going to get. They're looking to charge somebody.
Well, and rightly so.
Well, yeah, I mean, and that little girl was so freaking cute. It's on I posted it. Such a beautiful little girl, man, and I can't even imagine the heartbreak. I don't want to talk about little kids dying and stuff right now.
You kind of remind me of Julio on Major Crime. Do you ever watch Major Crime?
Oh yeah. You
know who Julio is?
Yep.
You know how worked up and pissed off and angry he gets? How could you do that to that little kid?
Yeah, I remember. He's the same kid that's in oh man, he's been in a lot of stuff.
Yeah, he has.
He's a character actor. Lynn says, "You're such a fun bus driver. I've never seen this in buses down here. That's a great job to use bus time to review information and learn." It is a great idea.
Yeah, and she even goes as far as, what day of the week is it? And what's today's date? And how many days are in a week? And let's name the days of the week. And how many months are in a year? I mean, she goes all through all of that, and it's basic knowledge, but it's repetition. And that's how you learn, through repetition.
And you're keeping the kids occupied.
And she's an amazing bus assistant. She really is.
So do you guys remember, who remembers back when MTV was, a real legit, regular, cool network to watch?
Oh, I remember. The first video they played was Video Killed the Radio Star.
Yep. And then there was another channel, I think it was on NBC. NBC came out with Friday Night Videos. It was like at 7 p.m. and they'd show brand new videos too, and it became a kind of competition for MTV.
I don't remember that.
And that's when they debuted. I think that's when they debuted Thriller, Michael Jackson's Thriller, and some
Yeah,
other
that
stuff.
was like if I remember right, that video was the first longest video ever created, and it was like 13 minutes or something.
Yeah, something like that. And then if you haven't seen the full length version of Thriller, Michael Jackson's Thriller, it's a little movie. It's a little mini movie. And then you can watch the making of Thriller, and that's very interesting.
Yeah,
it's good to watch that stuff. Anyway, so MTV had a series called. Hang on, Lynn says, while reviewing the calendar in lower grades is a teacher's part of the morning curriculum and start off the day. It's great. It's reviewed on the bus. It is good. I mean, for one, right, teaching it. Two, keeping the kids busy so that they don't get Bam a heart attack.
Yeah.
So yeah,
they don't want Bam. They don't want Bam yelling and this blows me. We have bus rules, and the bus rules are bottom to bottom, back to back, feet towards the floor. And I said, who came up with these rules? And she goes, I don't know why. I said, because if you put your bottom on the bottom, okay, well, the bottom is underneath the seat, okay? It's not the top of the seat because that's the top of the seat. You're telling them to put their butts there. So you're like bottom to bottom. Okay, well, and then back to back. So how is this? It makes no sense to me.
That's funny. Yeah.
They are the spawn of Satan. Little fucking germ magnets.
Noise makers is what Bam likes to call them.
Well, now I've upgraded them to germ makers because I had to get my flu shot early.
Germ makers.
I normally get my flu shot in like October, but I got it last week because I'm all around these germ magnets now. So it's like I don't need the flu.
Germ spewing noise makers. How's that?
Ooh, that works.
So back, if you remember MTV, the original, the first few years, they came out with a program called The Real World. It was one of the first.
I used to watch
shows,
that, yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Anybody remember the real World?
I loved Puck.
Puck was a crazy ass dude. Yeah.
Yeah, he was my favorite one.
So
I wonder what he's doing now. Probably dead.
I think I don't know. Was it the first? How many seasons of that did you watch? Do you remember?
I think I watched it up until season 4 or 5, but I think he was in season 3. I want to say, and I'm thinking San Francisco. I want to say he was San Francisco.
He was San Francisco. You're right. That's right. Do you remember? I want to say it was the second season. The black dude. His name was Cyrus.
I don't remember him.
You remember Cyrus? Bald guy, real loud, real outgoing, funny dude. Just life of a party kind of guy.
Oh, must be gay.
I don't know. I don't think so. This is him.
What are you doing with this driver's license?
Yeah, this is his license to ill.
Oh, it's fake.
Yeah, it's a business card. So I found his card at the airport somewhere years ago, and I put it away. And I found it a few days ago. So yesterday, I actually emailed him. I'm not going to call yet. I don't know if that number is good anymore. It's on there, but if he responds, I want to try to get him on the show. Talk to him. That'd be interesting.
That would be.
I know he was kind of a celebrity, and as the years passed, it was a little less and less. But back then, The Real World was a big thing.
Yeah, The Real World was a cool show, and then you had Jersey Shore that kind of took its place, and oh my God, they ruined it.
Yeah, not a fan of Jersey, whatever.
Fucking Snooki and The Situation and whatever. Snooki was a hoe. Snooki was a hoe.
Was or is? I don't know. Don't know. Perhaps. But, and then MTV took a wrong turn. And then, and that was okay that they had that show. And then they just kept adding more shows, and they quit doing music videos. And then they added a second MTV channel, remember?
Yep.
And that
Well,
was the
I
one
think
for
people got
videos.
tired of like the videos, and they were more wrapped up in their like TV shows.
Well, that's because they would always show the same videos just in cycles. And it's like you're always showing the same crap.
Well,
It's like they needed to expand a little bit and include
they could
all
only
genres
show
of
so
music.
many fucking artists because the artists were, they'd make a new video like twice a year if you're lucky.
Yeah. So I don't know. They had to be a better way of handling that. MTV was a good concept. Yeah, it was the first video called over $1 million. Yeah, way over $1 million. Watch the making of Thrillers. If you can find it, it's hard to find right now.
BRB. Look out there, Carl.
Yeah. Not much of us here. What are you guys doing tonight? You guys are going to watch TV or boxing or anything? What's happening? I'm trying to figure out what to watch on Netflix or Prime tonight. I binge watched the last couple of weeks The Sopranos from A to Z, Boardwalk Empire from A to Z. This undercover program, it's called Undercover, 2 seasons. Killed that. And documentaries here and there. I like murder mystery documentaries. I'm trying to find some other stuff that's this 9/11 stuff. 9/11 I'm very sensitive to. I'm never going to forget that crap, but I can't watch it. I can't just watch it over and over. What happened that day. I know what happened that day. It's in my brain, etched in my brain forever. So I know what happened. I just can't watch it. Anyway, so that's why I don't watch the 9/11 stuff. Because I know there's a couple of documentaries out there about it. Somebody said, you got to watch them. They're good. And I tried to watch one once, and I just get angry, it still pisses me off. Like, how freaking dare you do that to us? Gonna watch Level 16. What is that? What's Level 16? Never heard of it. Oh, Candyman. I don't know. Have you seen the original Candyman? The original Candyman I think it's freaking scary. I don't know about this new one. But the original one, which was supposed to have taken place in the Cabrini Green buildings in Chicago, which was a housing projects, the city housing projects. So back, once upon a time, Mayor Daley.
I'm coming.
I'll wait for this guy that's making all that noise to come back on here.
Ooh, a Candyman movie. I wonder if that's
remember Mayor Daley, Daddy Daley.
Oh yeah, I remember that asshole.
Yeah. Now he was an a-hole, but I mean he ran the city like freaking Hitler almost.
He did, and he was the one that sold the city parking for a quick $10 million because the city was in debt, and he fucked up because he sold it for like 100 years.
Yeah. That's what it was, long term.
Yeah,
where it was locked up forever. So, but he was a racist bastard too.
Oh yes, he was,
and he had no bones about it. He was racist. So, the city had to come up with a housing project to store low income, black families. So instead of spreading them out throughout the city, right? He said, no, let's do a few blocks, a square area, I don't know how many square blocks it was. And let's build up.
Cabrini Greens.
Cabrini Green. See, he knows. Contain them into a small footprint and go up. High rise.
Yep. Two high rises.
Instead of spreading them out throughout the city.
I think they were 22 or 25 stories high.
Yeah, something like that.
They had one stop sign in front of those two sky rises, and the cops wouldn't even stop at that stop sign. Nope. Everybody would blow that stop sign.
It was very common to get I don't know, in the last years, snipers, random people who lived in those buildings were shooting at cars driving by. So yeah, for many years, I didn't even drive through there. If I had to get there, I'd go around, 2 miles around it or whatever, instead of driving through there because I didn't want to get hit by sniper fire.
And now Cabrini Greens is one of the more desirable neighborhoods to be in.
Gentrification. They knocked it down finally. They put everybody in these nice, like duplex, kind of two-story duplexes, two-story little buildings. Scattered those throughout the entire city. Relocated everybody. I think it worked well. I mean, it should have been like that in the first place. But anyway, that location is what the where the original Candyman movie was set. Squid Game. I don't know what that is. Never heard of that.
Yeah, and there was a Candyman 2 that was filmed in the Chicago area, and parts of that was filmed in one of the school libraries down there. I can't remember the name of the college.
Where at?
In Chicago, where Candyman, they used one of the libraries in a couple of scenes. I can't remember the name of the college. It's over on the it's kind of like an old Chicago area.
Don't recall. What is Castro versus Mendez? What is that? What is that?
Well, we all know who Castro is. I don't know who Mendez is.
This is a Netflix. I'm looking. What is this, Oscar?
That's Ozzy.
Oh, sorry, Ozzy. Let's see. Are you talking about Cuba Libre story? What are you talking about? I can't find it. Castro versus Mendez. Tell me about that, Ozzy. Have you seen the Rookies on Hulu? The Rookie.
Is that the Disney Rookie?
Is that the police series or the movie? There's a police series, a Rookie. Haven't seen that yet. I like watching Chicago PD. That's a good show. If you haven't seen that. Any boxing tonight? I was going to ask Abel, but he's a little busy. He had a plumbing emergency at his mom's place. So he had to MacGyver some pipes, and I'll ask him about that later. But I don't know if there's any fights tonight. Just looking for I want to watch either a movie or a series. I know the Sopranos, that prequel movie called The Many Saints of Newark. That's going to be on HBO Max on the 1st. And
I get that free.
The first is going to be Friday, this coming up Friday.
I get HBO Max free.
Why do you get it free?
Comes with my self-service.
Oh, nice. That was where the TV show Good Times. Yes, that's right. That too. Good Times.
I loved that show.
One of the greatest shows ever, too. Dynamite.
JJ going, I was just going to say that. Dynamite!
Yep. Good stuff. Oh, man. Hey, Nadia.
Nadia, you got a new photo with a sunflower going on there.
Sunflower Nadia. Yeah, Good Times. It's a good thing that they knocked it down, because it was an eyesore, and it looked abandoned. Even though people lived there, it was just in bad shape. I mean, people were getting mugged in there all the time, killed in there all the time,
raped, murdered, mugged,
robbed, and drug deals going on everywhere. It's kind of like, do you remember the movie American Gangster, Denzel Washington?
Mm-hmm.
At the end, where they're raiding all these it's a housing complex, and they go up and they
bunch of crack houses, flop houses.
Those are the kind of buildings. It was just like that. So, and it was an eyesore. So, good thing they came down. Anyway, anything else you want to add? I think I'm going to go find a movie. That's what I want to do. I don't know what to watch. I want to watch some kind of crime or documentary, something, murder mystery, a courtroom drama, maybe.
Well, I'd say watch Live PD, but thanks to the assholes, we don't have that show anymore.
See, so why is, if they got rid of Live PD, why is Cops still on the air? And now they're bringing back Cops is coming back to a new channel or something like that.
They probably got to be all reruns.
I don't think so. You know why? If one is, why did one get canceled and the other one didn't? That's why I think it's just full of crap. It was just timing, bad timing, and they bowed to the cancel culture. Oh yeah, I don't know. I'm not even following that. I think, everybody is in their right to complain, but I think Trey made a mistake to engage. This is a local thing going on here. Trey is the mayor, Trey Mendez. And some people were, okay, so the city says they're going to beautify some of the city. So they had a mural painted. And they hired supposedly somebody famous. Sorry, I don't know who he is. I think from California or something. And they painted a big ass mural on the side of a hotel or a theater that's getting renovated.
Okay.
And I'm sure they said, make it project Brownsville. It doesn't look, the only thing Brownsville in it are the letters BTX, which stand for Brownsville, Texas, which was stolen from, it's the same, the guy stole it from, whoever stole it from Austin. In Austin, Texas, he used ATX. So anyway, so he got this big old mural, spent, I don't know how much money on it, I forgot, thousands and thousands of dollars. And, the city here is always pushing, support small business, support your local business. But instead of hiring somebody locally, they hired somebody famous from out of town, and they paid him thousands and thousands and painted this thing. So people started criticizing it. So did I. I'm not a fan of it. And then the mayor just started engaging, responding to certain fights, certain comments online. And some of the people he was arguing with had some valid points. Mr. Castro, you don't want to get into a thing with him, and Trey just should have, Mayor Mendez just should have just, you know what? Pick your battles, bro. Pick your battles and just don't engage. It's not becoming.
Right.
For a city leader to get, start getting into a fisticuffs online with somebody or with the residents, it's not a good look.
Well, I would love to believe that voters always remember, but they don't. Because if they did, half these fucking politicians would be out of a job.
Yeah, the problem here is that not enough people vote. And the people are registered, but nobody freaking votes, and it's annoying. Nathan Fillon stars as 40-year-old rookie policeman. So that is the one, the series. Yeah. Okay, I've seen it. I advertised. I haven't watched it yet. Maybe because of what happened in Williamson County. Oh, that could be. Probably it. That was probably it. Live PD was awesome. My city. Yeah, Mission, which is a city here right next to McAllen, Texas, was one of the cities that was featured every show.
Almost every episode.
Yeah, and it was awesome. So it's the fact that it was canceled. I don't know why they can't bring it back. Somebody needs to swallow the big one and just go, you know what? Let's get this thing back on TV. It was a popular program.
It was extremely popular.
Yeah. They witnessed law enforcement kill someone and they got rid of all evidence. Yeah. Well, man, if we get on that topic, we can go on for another 4 hours. I'm not doing that right now. I'll save that for another night. Yes, not all cops are good. 99.9 of them are good and honorable.
Well, cops are kind of like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're going to get. Most of the box of chocolates are really good. like most of the cops. They're really good. But then you got a few chocolates that, they're just kind of there. But you got those other 2 or 3 chocolates that everybody hates, and they will always remain in that box of chocolates until it's thrown out because they're bad, just nasty. Cops are like a box of chocolate. You don't know what you're gonna get.
Yeah.
Chances are, 97% you're gonna get a good cop.
David, I didn't think Good Times was a spinoff of All in the Family. I know The Jeffersons was a spinoff of All in the Family, but I don't think was that Bam. I don't think Good Times was a spinoff of All in the Family.
No, I think
I know The Jeffersons was for sure.
I think Good Times was a spinoff of Sanford and Son.
Sanford and Son was another good one. I don't know if some people don't like Red Fox. Didn't like him, but
this is a big one. This is a big one.
Always having a heart attack.
Yeah.
They owned a junkyard. That was the premise of the show. They own a junkyard. It's another good one. It's one of those that one together with All in the Family, together with the Jeffersons, together with even Good Times, it would probably offend a lot of people.
I could see Sanford and Son and All in the Family being side by side, maybe a spinoff of each other. I could kind of see that because you had 2 main characters pretty much in both of them, except for Sally Struthers and her boyfriend Meathead.
Yep. All these were good shows. Hector Guerra, Tinta de Guerra, is a well-known local mule artist. His artwork is awesome. You should take a look at his Facebook page. I think I have seen that. They did send that to me. It looks like Saved by the Bell intro mixed with a 1990s Trapper. Yes, that's a good example.
Trapper MD. I used to.
Maybe I'll show some of that stuff on tomorrow night. I'm going to be on tomorrow night with Digital Dimwit. Will be with us tomorrow night.
Who the hell's Digital Dimwit?
Yeah, he's got his another podcast, and he's got some of his own drama going on over there, which I'm going to ask him about. He's a good guy. His name is Victor. $10,000 is what they paid him, and my thinking was like everybody else's. Like, I mean, the first thing is good that money did not come from taxpayers. That was money that was donated to beautify Brownsville. So I'm glad taxpayer money didn't pay for it. But if you're gonna spend $10,000 and you want people to support local business, why don't you start by
getting a local artist?
Yeah, lead by example. Get a local artist, pay him, make him do it. I promise it probably would have been better than that thing. I mean, it's not horrible like an eyesore. It's just a little weird. It's almost I don't know. Tomorrow night I'll put it up there. I'll grab a few of these photos and put them up.
Show me now.
Would have been. You want to see it now?
Yeah, show me now.
Okay, keep talking while I find this thing.
What are we going to talk about?
Let's see, Brownsville.
Yeah, I want to see this thing.
It's a little.
I want to see if it's worth $10,000 because I probably could have done better, and I can't paint or draw.
I bet you could have. I bet you could have done better.
I would have done like something with birds and a park and rainbows and a lake. And a bunch of homosexuals and drag.
Everybody would know. That's a BAM. Okay, who's got this thing? Let me see who's got this. I know who does.
I don't know. You tell me. Oi.
Yeah, you'd gay that up right away, wouldn't you?
No. There'd probably be a lot of purple in it. Or I'd glue a piece of material to a green wall, and people drive by and go, "What's that?" Moo in a pasture.
Okay, I think I found it here.
He thinks he found it, peeps.
I think I found it. I think. Hang on.
I'm hanging.
That one, number 1. Number 2, here it is. Okay, here you go. Let's share this sucker.
Lay it on me.
Where'd it go? BTX02. There it is. All righty. So this thing is what costs
$10,000.
$10,000. That right there. And when you look at the artist who did this, he's done work all over the country, and it kind of all looks similar.
Okay, well, it's very abstract, but
and they said, I'm told, they told him, make it Brownsville.
Now, see, I would have done something with like
that looks Miami to me.
Yeah. I would have done something with like maybe something that looks like a brick road, maybe, and then do like a festival.
A freaking palm tree, maybe somewhere.
I mean, it doesn't completely suck.
Oh yeah, it does.
I mean, I like the colors, but yeah, I mean, that's something that belongs in Miami.
And okay, and $10,000.
Maybe 3.
Explain that one to me. I mean, I'm glad it wasn't taxpayer money, first of all, but
maybe 3.
You know, when the mayor was pushed on it online, he said, "Oh, it wasn't my decision."
And how come we didn't?
I didn't decide. He didn't decide on this. Somebody else did. So people assume it was the city commission. But they had nothing to do with it either. They actually, once the contract was signed, they brought it to them and said, "Here, look, this is who we got to paint this thing."
If you're going to paint a side of a building, paint a side of a fucking building. I mean, you got all of that, I don't know, what, 6-8 feet below it that you could have used as well. I don't know. I mean, I kind of like it. But yeah, it's not, I don't know. I've never been to Brownsville, but you know, I mean, it doesn't totally suck in my opinion.
So this is what it looked like. This is the before.
Okay, now paint a side of a fucking building. I mean, you got all of that where all those windows or whatever. Could have used all of that space too. Yeah, right in through there. If you're going to paint a fucking side of a building, paint a side of a fucking building.
Yeah, I don't know what they got in store for down here. I know this was an old theater that they're beginning to restore.
It's a cool looking. I mean, I love the front of it. I mean, the architecture is amazing.
No, it's the class. It's really old. It's a cool one when they do fix it up. I hope they try to keep it as original as possible. But I don't know. For what it costs and for what they were trying to do, is the mural. I think it was an epic fail. I get it. The guy's famous or well known, and not trying to cut down his work, but I think for what if they said try to get this thing to exude Brownsville, except for the 3 letters BTX, I don't think that it did anything with Brownsville. Just saying.
Should have painted a bunch of people in a festival or something.
Yeah, all great shows. Drama. I googled it. It says Maude was a spinoff of Good Times. Oh, Maude. Oh, God, that's one show I didn't like too much.
Yeah, I liked it, but I think it could have been better than what it was.
Oh, Bam liked it. So Bam liked the mural, right? You give it a thumbs up. Overall, just generally overall. Don't know.
Generally overall, I liked the colors of it. I mean, it brought me a tropical vibe. The pink was like a flamingo type pink, or a pink that I'd see in Puerto Rico.
Exactly, right here.
He says Miami Vice, yeah, or you say Miami Vice. He said Miami. Yeah, it does belong in Miami. I mean, it doesn't totally suck. I mean, I kind of liked it. Does it belong in that town? I don't know. I've never been to the town. But like I said, I picture Brownsville being like a dust road type setting type thing. So I would have done like a festival painting. A bunch of
there is
like a Hispanic festival or something.
There is popularity with the farmers market Saturday mornings.
There you go. You could have done a farmers market there.
Any of the international bridges into Mexico, which we have 3 of them. Put one of those or all of them on there. You could have that, but not my call. It looks like a commercial bland type of mural. It doesn't represent anything except the abstract art. And even that abstract, it's again, my opinion only, amateurish abstract. I think little kids could have done this innocently without knowing what they were doing. They would have done something like that.
I've probably done a better job. But I mean, it didn't totally suck in my opinion.
Bam, what about your nose strips update?
I got one on right now.
Yep. There it is. Because you need to, or you just decided to go back to it, or?
No, I need to because it does spread like this area wider so I can breathe. Now there is a process, a surgical process you can go and do, and it's in office surgery, and I looked into it. But yeah, no. I mean, literally, they take this tool, they heat it up to about 400 degrees, they shove it up your nose. So they cauterize the cartilage and open it up. And they tell you that you're going to feel slight discomfort.
Oh, you're awake during this?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, no way. No, thanks.
Yeah, it's going to be slightly discomfort. Well, when I was there going through the process and they were telling me about it, I heard some screaming and I'm like, nope, I'm done. I'm out of here.
I said, yeah, I'll pass. I'll go buy a case of my nose strips.
Yeah, so I use the nose strips. They work quite well.
Yeah, I did hear something like that. There was an existing show in the UK. I had forgotten that fact. You're right, David.
Everything comes from the UK.
I heard Trey is announcing that the other people, some people call it the Pepto-Bismol mural or the Pepto mural.
Well, now that you say that, it was Pepto-Bismol pink.
Right? Oh my goodness. Yeah, that's funny. That's hilarious. Maude was a spinoff of All in the Family. And so was the Jeffersons too. These are great programs. You guys haven't seen those, especially your kids or your younger people in your life. You should show them a couple episodes and go, this is what we used to watch. And guess what? Nobody would riot afterwards.
So, yeah, right. So I picked up a gentleman today and he goes, it's time to make the donuts. And he says, but you probably don't remember that. I said, oh, no, I do. And he goes, oh, well, how old are you? And I told him. He goes, yeah, I guess you would remember. So he goes, you remember the Where's the Beef lady? I said, oh, my God, I love that little old lady.
Where's the beef?
Where's the beef?
Man, you guys don't. A lot of you don't remember. Where's the beef?
Oh my God! Did I love that Wendy's commercial?
Her name was Clara Peller.
Oh, she was so funny.
You guys ever heard of that Where's the Beef commercial? Should I play it? I played it once before.
Where's the beef?
So back when they were having hamburger fast food wars. Let's see if I can find it.
Yeah, I don't even know who they were bashing in this commercial. Probably McDonald's.
I found it. Oh my goodness, I found it. Whoops. Stop it. Okay. Let me turn this down. Yeah. Have you guys not seen, this is a Wendy's commercial from
the 80s.
It's going to tell me in a minute here. 1984.
Yeah, early 80s.
All right, you ready? Check this out. Oh my God. Am I going to have to play this? Am I going to have to put this little disclaimer on here?
Probably.
I don't know if I have it. I know it's not music, but oh well. They can suck it.
Suck it, Chuck.
All right, here we go.
It certainly is a big bun. It's a very big bun. Big fluffy bun. It's a very big fluffy bun.
Where's the beef?
Some hamburger places give you a lot less beef on a lot of bun.
Where's the beef?
At Wendy's, we serve a hamburger we modestly call a
So
single. And Wendy's,
this became a catchphrase for the 80s and 90s.
Yeah.
Where's the beef? I don't think there's anybody back there.
you want something better. You're Wendy's kind of people.
And here's another one.
We know it's a big fluffy bun.
Talk to the manager.
It is the manager.
Where's the beef?
He's putting us under the supervisor.
This lady here, her name was Clara Peller. She became a celebrity because of
We
this.
modestly call a single has more beef than the Big Mac whole.
I wonder how much money she actually made from these stupid commercials.
Hello? Where's the beef?
Wendy's kind of people never.
Yeah, so silly commercials, but she made a lot of money from that, and those commercials were very, very popular.
Where's the beef?
Yeah. Good stuff. They don't make commercials like they used to anymore.
No, they don't. I still remember my favorite Pampers commercial.
Do you remember how we got on commercials last time? Somebody gave us a commercial of some women's product. Remember?
Oh, the stupid singing who. God, do I hate that fucking commercial.
Yeah, that was actually kind of annoying. I'm not going to play it.
Please
I'm just
don't.
saying.
Hilda and I, we can't deal with it.
It made a lot of people angry, believe it or not. I mean, I thought it was funny.
I thought it was disgusting and revolting.
So this was another award-winning commercial. This one I'm going to play here. It's the FedEx commercial. It was a commercial for FedEx that they were the fastest, overnight delivery.
Oh, are we throwing boxes around and overbuilt walls and shit?
Oh no. Here.
Okay, unit trouble plans. I need to be in New York on Monday, LA on Tuesday, New York on Wednesday, LA on Thursday, New York on Friday.
I remember this
Got
commercial.
it. So you want to work here? What really makes you think you deserve a job here?
Well, sir, I think on my feet I'm going to figures and have a sharp mind.
Excellent. Can you start on Monday?
Yes, sir, absolutely, without hesitation.
Congratulations. Welcome aboard. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. And in conclusion, Jim, Bill, Bob, Call, Fred, Load, Dork, Abe, and Ted. Business is business. And as we all know, in order to get something done, you got to do something. In order to do something, we got to get to work. So let's get to work. Thank you. Petey, you did a bang-up job. I'm putting you in charge of Pittsburgh. I know it's perfect, Peter. That's why I picked Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh's perfect. Peter, may I call you Pete?
Call me Pete.
Pete.
Is Mr. Schnittler here to see you?
Tell him to wait 15 seconds.
Can you wait 15 seconds?
I'll wait 15 seconds.
Congratulations on your deal in Denver, Dave. I'm putting you down to deal with Dallas. Don, is it a deal? Do we have a deal? It's a deal. I got to go. I got a call coming in. Hi, Doc. Just dealt with Don.
In this fast-moving, high.
This was an award-winning commercial. It made FedEx a whole lot of money, and it made this guy famous too. Is Speed Talker. I think he won the Guinness Book of World Records for fastest talker.
Gotta go, Dick. Disconnecting. Gotta go, Dad. Disconnecting.
Federal Express. And it absolutely positively has to be there overnight.
Man, that truck almost hit the airplane. Damn it.
Yeah, it did.
Anyway, yeah, those were the good old days, right?
Yes.
Looks like a failed mural. I agree. Yeah, Norman Lear, man, he made some great, awesome stuff. Good viewing. I think one of the most famous All in the Family episodes was when they had Sammy Davis Jr. on. Archie Bunker was he a cab driver, or his neighbor was a cab driver? Didn't he drive a cab for a little while?
I think he was a cab driver because Ralph and Ed were bus drivers.
Yeah, I think Sammy Davis Jr. left his wallet in the cab, and they got in touch, and Sammy Davis Jr. came over to his house.
Yeah.
And it was funny because, Archie Bunker's a scathing racist, right? And I won't tell you what happened in the episode, but it was funny as heck.
No, he was all about Sammy.
Which commercial about what kind of women's products? Perhaps, I don't know. Yeah, it's
Google it yourself, Lynn. The singing hoo-ha.
The singing. Oh man, let me see if I can find it, and I'll send you a link. But I'm not going to play it. It's funny that it bothered so many people
Because it's tacky. It's disgusting.
Yeah.
No girls who or women's hoo-ha sings in real life. So why the hell do they make a commercial out of it?
La, 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 la. Okay. I'm going to post it in the comments, but I'm not going to play it live because it's going to bother too many people. I feel like I have to put a disclaimer on or something like that. like too many snowflakes here. Don't get offended by this commercial. I'm going to put the commercial in the comments, and you
It's
can
not that we're
watch it.
snowflakes. It's a tacky commercial. It's
But it was
disgusting. It's
it was
revolting.
funny. I think it was funny, but a couple of people really got
There-
bothered.
there's
by
a
it.
reason why they don't do or didn't do condom commercials until a certain hour. There should be that same reason why they don't do these commercials until a certain hour.
Okay, I'll agree with that. I'll agree with that. You know, just like freaking Viagra commercials shouldn't be playing at 3:00 in the afternoon.
I agree.
Yeah, even during the football games, even on Sunday, the family's watching the Bears play, and then you got a commercial for erectile dysfunction.
Every guy in the world knows that you know you can go to the doctor and ask for a little blue pill, and he'll give it to you. You don't need a commercial about it.
Watch that. Tell me if you think that's funny. Let me know if you think that's funny. Oscar says, "Yeah, I remember the old lady saying, 'Where's the beef?' And also remember the Chihuahua, Yo quiero Taco Bell." You know that wouldn't fly right now either. Oh my goodness, the cancel culture would come out of the woodwork for that one.
So
That was a good one. Yo quiero Taco Bell. That was popular for Taco Bell.
I love that little Taco Bell dog. My mom had a Taco Bell dog. It lives in Florida now.
So, oh man, we can go on and on, but I need to call it evening for the night.
Yeah, I'm gonna have
Guys,
to
watch
climb
that.
in my chair soon.
Watch that commercial I posted. Tell me what you think about it. I think it was funny, but I got so much. I'm gonna call it hate mail, hate feedback from some people. Bam, one of them. Another
Well, I
one
did.
was
I
from-
did it right here live. So
He did it
you know.
live. Yeah, he instantly was like, "Turn that shit off." He was like, "Get rid of that. Turn that off." I was like, not that bad. But yeah, it was. You know, we did another show that Bam didn't like either, and it was we had a guest, and he was doing his show. The only place he got the best internet connection in his apartment was from his bathroom, and we were trying to push the kid to do his own show from the bathroom and all this, and
Yeah, calling it the morning flush.
calling it the morning flush or this and that, and Bam just he was like he was not a fan of the bathroom talk anyway in the first place.
Well, that's because that's a private area.
Is that show still up? I think it's still up. I'd have to find it. That was a funny program.
Okay, well, you know
It was funny because it
what
bothered
goes
Bam
on
so
between
much.
you and a commode should be 100% private. I don't even like, you know, when you go into a public restroom and you got commode after commode after commode and you got 20 of them lined up. That's not private.
Or like at how Wrigley used to be.
Oh,
It was
yeah.
like a
With the
giant
trough.
trough. And there was no side walls blocking your view. No, just dudes would just go up to it. It was like a giant bucket. And they just zip and just start peeing. And you know, that wouldn't fly now either. Politically incorrect.
Well,
Can't-
the 70s were a different time.
Yeah, that's for sure. Oh, there you go. Lynn saw it. I've never seen it before, and I'm still laughing hysterically. It's like watching a TikTok replay when it's funny. Oh, Oscar saw it too. Yep. See? We played that once, and man, that was la 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 la. Yeah, it was funny. Come on, it was funny. What are you gonna say? Anyway, you gonna go to sleep, Am? You watching anything tonight?
I'll probably finish watching this episode of House and then fall asleep. Here.
And House had some great episodes. It did. I enjoyed House a lot. All right, we're gonna call it a night. Tomorrow night, be back on with Digital Dimwit. I'll send you a message, let you know when that's gonna be on. And you guys can join me if you can on Sunday night. I know I usually don't do Sunday stuff anyway, but I've been offline too much. Having computer issues. This computer gets so freaking hot. Even the keys on the keyboard get hot. So something's wrong.
Put a cooling pad underneath it.
One of the best commercials was for the Mac based off of oh yeah. Do you remember the Apple commercial? Oh man, that's a good one. I could show that one.
I don't remember it.
It's like they're in an auditorium or something. Yep, there it is. 1984. 1984. Let me pop this up real quick and we'll close it with this video. Hold it. This is it right here. This was a very popular commercial.
Celebrate the first glorious anniversary of the Information Purification Directives. Created for the first time in all history, a garden of pure ideology, where each worker may bloom, secure from the pests of any contradictory thoughts. Unification of the force is more powerful a weapon than any fleet.
She needs more support.
Man, haven't seen this in a
We are
while.
one people, with one will, one resolve, one cause. Our enemies shall talk themselves to death, and we will bury them with their own confusion.
Yep.
We shall prevail.
On January 24th, Apple Computer will introduce Macintosh. And you'll see why 1984 won't be like 1984.
Thinking, ooh, I love that commercial. Good call, David. I haven't seen that one in a long time. Good stuff. All right. I am done for the night. Everybody have a great night. Have a great rest of your Saturday night. Have a great day tomorrow. Watch football if you do that.
No football.
And I'll catch you guys tomorrow night. Bam. We'll talk to you later.
Yes.
Have a good night, everybody. Well, no. Bam, you got to say your usual, remember?
I'm a one planet, one people.
There you go.
One planet, one people.
All right. Good night,
Peace
everybody.
out.
Peace out. Good night.